After that, Kim Tae-suk tells Wang Dam to focus on his studies if he actually wants a job. Wang Dam bristles a little. He's not all that interested in working, but the looming loan still nags at him. Tae-suk insists that he gets it and that Wang Dam should just leave him alone. Frustrated, Wang Dam flips him off, clearly trying to get a rise out of him. Tae-suk doesn't even glance back and keeps walking. Wang Dam questions his pride, but Tae-suk shoots back that he doesn't want to associate with people like him. If Wang Dam wants to act like a gangster, he should do it at home. With that, Tae-suk walks away, leaving Wang Dam fuming that his little stunt didn't work. One of his friends mutters that he should be thankful Tae-suk didn't take the fight, otherwise, he'd be in the hospital. That comment sets Wang Dam off even more, and he threatens the guy just to vent. The friend quickly apologizes, and Wang Dam makes him put on a kinder expression before storming out. As he heads for the door, he notices the hallway is empty. Tae-suk is already gone. Frustration bubbles up even more. As he's about to leave, Sun Si-hwan catches up and asks if they should walk home together. Wang Dam raises an eyebrow. "Why are you suddenly being friendly?" he asks. Si-hwan shrugs. "I just want to be friends with someone strong, like you." That's enough to make Wang Dam grin. He compliments Si-hwan for having good judgment, which leaves Si-hwan a bit surprised. Apparently, Wang Dam likes being flattered. Then Si-hwan asks about the fight with Tae-suk, if it even happened. Wang Dam admits it didn't. Tae-suk dodged him and told him to study instead. That stings. Wang Dam thinks back to the morning and how close he came to defeating Tae-suk if he hadn't let his guard down. He can't help but feel it's a little hypocritical. Tae-suk beats people up all the time but lectures him about studying. He looks to Si-hwan for validation, calling him Simmons by accident, which makes Si-hwan laugh. Wang Dam ignores it and keeps going, talking about sneaking up on Tae-suk or provoking him until he finally loses his cool. Wang Dam thinks that would make him look strong, but Si-hwan isn't convinced. When Wang Dam asks what could actually set Kim Tae-suk off, Si-hwan just asks why he even wants to be a leader if he doesn't care about getting a job. Wang Dam restates that he doesn't care about getting a job, it's more complicated than that. "It's a long story," he says. Si-hwan asks if he plans to use his study skills to dethrone Tae-suk, but Wang Dam admits again that he's not good at studying. Si-hwan surprises him by saying he's actually glad Tae-suk is the leader. Wang Dam raises an eyebrow. "Why are you getting so serious all of a sudden?" Si-hwan explains. Pak High School was a tough place for weaker students like him. But now, with Tae-suk in charge, the school has changed. Studying is taken seriously, and school life has become easier for kids like Si-hwan. If leadership passed to Wang Dam, things would probably revert to the old, harsher ways. So, Si-hwan makes it clear, he can't support someone like Wang Dam. Realizing he may have sounded harsh, Si-hwan raises his hand apologetically. Wang Dam waves him off. "It's fine. Don't worry about it," he says. He thanks Si-hwan for being honest, but then he starts thinking. Maybe Uncle Il-hwan had other reasons for sending him to this school besides just fighting. With that realization, he decides it's worth focusing on studying too. The idea of beating Tae-suk both with fists and brains excites him. "I've never really given studying a fair shot. Maybe it won't be that hard," he muses. Si-hwan nods. Some people are naturally good at studying. It's not crazy to think that way. He asks if Wang Dam has gotten his textbooks yet. Wang Dam shakes his head. He just transferred earlier that morning and went straight to the infirmary, so he hasn't had the chance. Before they can continue, a delinquent duo appears and kicks Si-hwan in the gut. "We warned you we'd beat you if we ran into you again," one of them says. They turn to Wang Dam, sizing him up. "You the new transfer kid?" one asks. They introduce themselves, Kim Ju-woong in front, and Park Da-hee standing behind him. They mention what they've heard. Wang Dam fought Kim Tae-suk, and he took out Park Ho-dong. Now they want to talk. Si-hwan, gasping for air and with his glasses knocked off, struggles to see. Wang Dam gently puts them back on him, helping him recover. Then he tells the two delinquents, "I'm open to talking. Lead the way." The three of them head off together. Watching this, Si-hwan can't help but think there's something about Wang Dam. If he steps up as a leader, he could shake things up just like Tae-suk. At the rooftop, Jung and Dae make their intentions clear. The duo wastes no time in explaining that they're direct subordinates of Jo Yohan, the former leader. Wang Dam immediately recalls what Sihwan had said about him, how Taesuk crushed Yohan when he tried to lead by force before Taesuk stepped in. Yohan's the one who got hooped by Taesuk? Wang Dam asks sharply. The lackeys shrug. Not exactly a hooping. Loss is loss, Wang Dam interrupts. They nod and tell him it's complicated, much like his own situation. Yohan refuses to accept defeat, and they're actively working to reinstate him as leader. That would bring back the old system, which could interfere with anything Wang Dam is trying to do. Are you asking me to work under Yohan? Wang Dam asks, incredulous. The two praise Yohan's quick thinking and urge him to join them. Wang Dam just shakes his head. His answer is clear. Without warning, he launches a thunderous punch at Kim Jung, dropping him instantly. Rising above the chaos, Wang Dam glares at the two. How dare you ask me to work under some Jo Yohan? That's disrespectful, he growls. His anger, already simmering, finds a perfect outlet. And trust me, you'll be heading to the hospital in an ambulance after I'm done. Jung smirks, amused by Wang Dam's theatrics. You think we're chumps like the others you've fought? Think again, he sneers. Before Wang Dam can react, Park Dae strikes from a different angle. The punch is mostly blocked, but it still pushes Wang Dam back a few steps. The duo presses their advantage, attempting to drive him further back. But Wang Dam moves like water, using perfect footwork to land alternating punches on both of them. The blows rock the pair, forcing them to pause. Wang Dam takes a step back to create space, but Dae isn't letting up. He attempts a double leg takedown, only to be thwarted by Wang Dam's solid stance and back foot placement. Whoa, your lower body strength is insane. What's your routine? Dae gasps in disbelief. Wang Dam shrugs nonchalantly. I don't even know, he says, driving a knee to Dae's face. With Dae subdued, Jung grabs a thick wooden stick and swings at Wang Dam. He blocks it effortlessly with his forearm, and immediately counters with a hook to Ji-woong's ribs. The strike forces Jung to surrender. But Wang Dam isn't finished. He lands a massive punch to Jung's face, then calmly sits on a chair, motioning for the two to kneel before him. The room falls silent. You two, is your only goal to bring back Jo Yohan, just so the old system can return? Wang Dam asks, his tone cold but controlled, testing the loyalty and intentions of the duo before him. The system where power rules everything. Dae answers with a simple, yes sir, which immediately irritates Wang Dam. That casual tone of yours. I'll take your lives just as casually, he mutters, his annoyance barely contained. In that moment, Wang Dam realizes that not everyone at the school supports Taesuk and his philosophy, but even so, Taesuk's influence remains widespread. Kim Jung clears his throat and asks permission to pose a question. Why are you avoiding the deal? He asks. Think about it. Joining us is in your favor. If Taesuk falls and Yohan returns, reinstating the old system, your rise to leadership would be much easier. You could help Yohan get back into power, then take him down afterward to claim the throne. Wang Dam shakes his head. Even when I look at it from all angles, I don't like being under someone else. I'm not fighting for anyone but myself. He tells them he's going home to think things over. Dae glances at Jung. Why didn't he take the offer? The deal's perfect for him. Ji-woong shrugs. Who knows? Maybe he hates fighting, or maybe he just hates being anything other than a leader. Wang Dam's unpredictability leaves them questioning who he really is. The next day at school, during class, the teacher drones on about some subject, but all eyes are on Wang Dam, who is trying, against all odds, to focus on studying. His classmates whisper among themselves, incredulous that this is the same transfer student from yesterday. Kim Taesuk's physiotherapy must have done him some good, someone jokes. Sun Sihwan keeps a closer watch. He wonders what exactly happened yesterday that made Wang Dam suddenly so diligent. Soon, he notices Wang Dam growing visibly exhausted and realizes it must be a real struggle for him. Finally, the bell rings, signaling lunch break. Startled, Wang Dam sits up and asks, When does the next class start? It's lunch, Si-hwan tells him. Wang Dam groans. Studying is such a drag, it genuinely sucks. He then asks Si-hwan to join him for lunch. I've been working hard and I'm starving. I want something good to eat. As they walk out together, Kim Tae-suk watches from a distance, observing the new dynamics forming. At the canteen, Wang Dam turns to Si-hwan with a determined look. Teach me how to study. I've never done this properly, and doing it alone is miserable. I need your help. Si-hwan hesitates. I've never taught anyone before, and my grades haven't been great lately. I don't even know if I'm qualified. Wang Dam laughs, dismissing the concern. Don't be silly. Your grades are great. You're definitely up to it. Si-hwan asks Wang Dam why he thinks he's good at studying, and Wang Dam casually replies that it's all about physiognomy. Si-hwan scowls. That's not even true, he protests. Before anyone can react further, a group of delinquents overhears them and hurls a spoon at Si-hwan's head. Shut your annoying mouth, they jeer. Then they start mocking Wang Dam for choosing a nerd over hanging out with them. Wang Dam calmly asks Si-hwan who they are. They're the closest people to Jo Yohan, Si-hwan explains. Wang Dam immediately recognizes Kim Go-wang and Park Tae-hee among them. I fought them yesterday, he remarks. He tells Si-hwan to ignore them since he wasn't hit, though Si-hwan insists he was, but it's fine since Wang Dam is still unharmed. Suddenly, a bottle of milk flies at Wang Dam and hits him square on the head, drawing laughter from the delinquents. Si-hwan freezes, realizing what might happen next. But Wang Dam remains unfazed. He calmly grabs the remaining milk, pours it over his food, and makes a makeshift risotto. The delinquents' laughter turns to outrage. Wang Dam simply refuses to react the way they expected. Just then, a long-haired student steps forward, laughing. So, you're as interesting as the rumors say, he says. He scolds the others for getting worked up unnecessarily and tells them to settle down. Annoyed, Wang Dam asks Si-hwan who these guys are. Si-hwan explains, during Yohan's rule, the school had a strict ranking system where strength determined status. The top 7 fighters enjoyed the most benefits. Even after Tae-suk became leader, the top 7 remained the same due to their sheer power. The short-haired guy is Lee Yong-jin, number 7, Si-hwan points out. The long-haired one is Park Wasu, number 5. Wasu orders the delinquents to just eat their food quietly. The delinquents sneer at him. Don't get cocky. Move aside. Wasu frowns, finding it insulting that a lackey from Jo Yohan would talk to him that way. With a swift motion, he smashes a food tray over the delinquent's head. He keeps hitting him until Yong-jin steps in. Stop before you take a life, he warns. Reluctantly, Wasu obeys. Before leaving, he tells Wang Dam he'll be keeping an eye on him and his actions. The beaten delinquent is scooped up by his group, cursing Wasu for being an uncontrollable troublemaker, while also warning Wang Dam that next time, he'll pay. He even turns to Si-hwan and threatens him, vowing revenge. Once they leave, Wang Dam laughs. Is it some kind of school tradition to say something stupid before leaving the canteen? Si-hwan just stares, horrified. Wang Dam then asks about the guy who got beaten. Si-hwan explains, that's Ju Hyung-min, former number 8. He was popular during Yohan's reign, very influential. Popular for bullying weak kids like you, huh? Wang Dam remarks dryly. Then he asks about Jo Yohan. Si-hwan says he's currently suspended due to what happened in his fight with Tae-suk. Wang Dam chuckles. They actually suspended someone? That's unusual for this school. Si-hwan adds, yeah, it was serious. No other punishment would have worked. But his suspension is almost over, and Ju Hyung-min is already trying to rebuild his reputation. Yohan's comeback will be big and he's ruthless. He'll go to any lengths to prove a point. Wang Dam smiles, unbothered. Well then, I'll just have to teach this Hyung-min guy a proper lesson. Si-hwan gasps. Wang Dam grins. Relax. Even I got hit by the milk. I know how it feels. There's something in it for Wang Dam too. With Si-hwan tutoring him, he can make up for lost time. Si-hwan protests again, saying his grades have been average lately. Wang Dam points out that being average now only means he was better before. If he's still mid-tier after a downturn, he must have once been near the top. That alone makes him qualified. Sihwan realizes that Wang Dam endured all the bullying just to get him to admit this, but he knows there's no other way. Meanwhile, Johan's team is meeting outside. They curse Park Hwa-soo for ruining everything and vow revenge. Someone mentions that Wang Dam has started studying, and they suggest having Sihwan tutor him, following Kim Tae-suk's system. That could cause trouble, one member mutters. Another suggests they just beat him up to show the right path. Kim Jae-woong interrupts. Wang Dam isn't easy, he took down a first year already. Park Dae-hee adds that after they lost to Wang Dam, he got all the details, so he's not someone to underestimate. Ju Hyung-min smiles sinisterly. We'll stick to our usual plan of beating nerds, he says, but this time, we'll make it unforgettable. Back at tutoring, Sihwan asks Wang Dam why he wants to become number one. Wang Dam questions why that matters. He just wants tutoring, so the answer seems irrelevant. Sihwan insists, explaining that he asked this before and never got an answer. Wang Dam doesn't know how to reply. His mind drifts to a conversation with Uncle Il Hwan, where he asked if his uncle meant he should become number one academically. The uncle yelled, "What else could I possibly mean?" Wang Dam had teased that maybe he meant he should become the school's boss instead. Il Hwan asked if he'd already fought the leader on his first day and whether he'd won. Wang Dam said he hadn't. Il Hwan then asked if he had a fight scheduled, reminding him that a debt is still a debt, but he should focus on his own future, clean up his mess, and become a better man while he still could. Back in the present, Wang Dam explains that he decided to start fresh, but got himself into a huge debt, around 50 million won. This shocks Sida Hwan. One family member promises to pay it off if Wang Dam becomes number one. So I have to get the rank to be free, Wang Dam says. Sida Hwan asks what he plans to do after reaching the top. Wang Dam pauses, then admits he'll quit school. Sida Hwan realizes he didn't think it through. His family had likely wanted him to get a job, not quit. I don't care about jobs, Wang Dam says. All that matters is getting the role. I'll start with tutoring. Sida Hwan agrees but wants to change the favor first. Instead of teaching Ju Hyung-min a lesson, he asks Wang Dam to abolish the employment system when he becomes leader. Wang Dam is skeptical. It's school policy, I can't just change it. Sida Hwan explains that the leader is also the student representative, which allows negotiation. This was how Johan ruled the school. Wang Dam asks why not ask Tae-suk instead. Sida Hwan replies that Tae-suk doesn't want to, he's invested in the studying system, but Wang Dam could bring the necessary change. Wang Dam agrees, curious about the reasoning. Sida Hwan explains that the old system gave delinquents hope through power and status, but limited them. A free system would allow students to study, choose careers based on merit, and break out of the cycles they were forced into. Later, Wang Dam stands alone, thinking about everything that has happened. He watches two students from another school talking casually about their lives. They notice he's wearing a pack-high uniform and exchange surprised glances. The discrimination stings, just as Sida Hwan warned. Wang Dam's thoughts drift to a memory, a young boy holding his father's hand, smiling. He recalls his own rough childhood, filled with pressure and expectations he never wanted. Now, he realizes what he needs most, a chance to live differently, free from the chains of his past.